So welcome, Tammy. Thank you, and welcome, Susan.
I am delighted to be here. Thank you.
How are you?
I am well.
Good.
And busy, which is great.
Yeah. Good to be busy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. What are you busy on?
So in the work life, we're busy on lots of pretty exciting things happening in Scottsdale. One in particular that I know both of you are familiar with, which is the evolution of that site called Cracker Jacks from our earlier years.
Finally.
That's a big one, yeah.
It's going to the Planning Commission in next week.
Is it really?
And we're moving forward to put that a really unique kind of opportunity together, as you know, intended to be an incubator for tech space. It's right up Kevin's alley. Lots of things happening there, as well as a mecca for capital investors, angel investors, and then it's got great community space. It's got 2 acres open, so it'll be very, very different and very exciting.
That is a good one. And have you seen some details of that project? It's amazing.
Yeah,
really is.
And those are the kind of projects we want.
Exactly.
Right? We talk about the ideal project. That's got to be it right there.
It's one of the most. Every project is good that I selected, but this one is particularly unique, and I'm really excited about it because it will take a space that was useful in its time, and reinvent it to be an equally important part of Scottsdale's history and legacy.
And the good thing, that has a chance to really maybe get approval where, it's been hard getting some projects done. There's not a lot of residential concerns there, right?
No, we always have people are asking questions, and we spent a lot of time meeting with people and neighbors, talking with council, talking with, the commercial that's around it. It's right next to the air park. So it's important for that, too, because that's the best place for those venture capital folks to land, come in, do what they need to do. And I learned something, too, that I didn't know. A lot of those little buildings in the air park that have been there since the 50s and 60s, behind those very mundane doors, there's a lot of stuff happening there in terms of incubator ideas and startups. So
that we should explore some of that stuff on on some future podcasts. There's a lot of activities going on there that don't meet the eye, right?
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's an area of it's been phenomenal growth already. It's a huge economic driver for our community. We know that already, but it's even going to get better in the future.
Sure is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Really cool.
Is there any other news you can share with us, or?
I'm sorry?
Is there any other news you can share with us?
There's some personal news, but let me hug on that for just a second, because there's one other thing I wanted, because last time when we talked about the upcoming opportunity to get a 4-year bachelor's degree from community colleges.
And that's come to fruition.
It's come to fruition since we last spoke.
Right.
And we have 6 degree programs that have students enrolled in them at the beginning of this semester. They're on their way, and 2 more will come next year.
That's great.
So that, to me, that's worth all that volunteer time to get that done. Because this has long-term implications for all of the
that's
state,
been a long
obviously,
battle,
but certainly
right.
Maricopa. So new nurses coming, new teachers coming, new folks with business degrees, new tech degrees, new data analytics, artificial intelligence. So
wow.
a lot of cool stuff happening.
There you go.
All good.
So just remind our audience, because it's been a while. It's been a long time in coming. So tell us a little bit. It's a 4-year degree that you can get at the community college level, or Maricopa Community Colleges?
Exactly. So I serve on the Maricopa Community College Governing Board, and we got legislation in place. It required legislative change to allow community colleges throughout the state, if they choose to offer 4-year baccalaureate degrees, in other words, bachelor's degrees, in a number of different areas. The areas are not unlimited, because obviously the community college district is not going to be offering a degree in Chinese literature. That's a very different kind of esoteric thing. But these are all workforce kinds of areas. As I said, education, teachers, medical degrees, med tech, those kinds of things where we need trained people. And then we're not competing in the same space as an Arizona State or University of Arizona. So it's really been a good segment, and we have people very excited. Obviously, the cost is substantially less, and it's a little more flexible for enrollment. So
what's coming to Scottsdale? What programs will Scottsdale Community College have?
You can enroll in any of the community colleges and do any of the programs. And each one kind of has a specific highlight, but if you walk into the door at SEC, you can enroll in any of those programs.
Yeah.
SEC has some unique, lovely things. We've got a brand new college president, Eric
Krashinsky. Yes, that's right. Who's been on our guest before.
You have had him.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure he talked to you about some of the exciting things that they have there, including a film production program and other very areas. But But again, if you want to get a nursing degree, you can be an SEC student and get that
That's
done.
fantastic.
That is cool.
Talk about workforce-ready jobs. I mean, all those degree programs you just talked about can get jobs as soon as they graduate.
Absolutely. No, and that to me, and that's what's allowing all of these new microsemi, TSM, all those kinds of big companies coming in and relocating in the area, some close to Scottsdale, to find trained people to fill those spots.
So what about
Great.
the personal news?
Yeah, get to it.
Yeah, so
I'm excited.
Kevin's very excited because something has happened in my family I was really not thinking was going to happen. My terrific son,
Yeah.
Prescott, and his wife, Trish, both who are Scottsdale Leadership grads.
That's right.
You guys know
Sure.
they met in Scottsdale Leadership, are expecting another little Smith, a baby
Yay,
boy.
congratulations.
In March. So we're excited
That's
about
fantastic.
that new arrival.
Yep.
They're a little nervous, but
Yeah.
they'll be great
Of course.
parents.
Yeah.
And then I'm just counting the years. He said, how old does he have to be in Scottsdale Leadership?
Right,
So
yeah. So
probably
you
it's class
do the
of-
math on the class. What do you got, 67?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, right, okay.
I probably won't be here, but
Well,
I'm
Leanne will have
counting
the
on
program
another-
running strong by then.
Yeah,
She
so-
still is now, but yeah, it'll be sustaining.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Fantastic.
that's very exciting for our family.
Congratulations.
Great. Thank you so much.
Susan, thank you so much for being with
Absolutely.
us. Really appreciate
Congratulations
it. Yeah.
on your success here, too. I look
Thanks.
forward to coming back at some
Yeah,
point.
we'll have you
Yeah.
back again
All
for
right.
sure.
Yeah, everything you mentioned when you were here before has come to fruition. So we're gonna have you come back because you're
We
a
have some
future.
new stuff coming.
Yeah.
So, all right, good.
Great. Thank
So
you so much.
speaking of Scottsdale leadership, how about we talk to Mr. Scottsdale leadership next, Gary?